I was just thinking for a while now, as I just walked around in the corridors, just seeing this theme, the unwritten chapter. What if our life, let's imagine for a minute, it was a book, a novel, let's say. Our life was a novel. And now, not the story, not the book that you show on Instagram, no. Not the one that your parents are proud of, no. The real one. Now just think about it. Are you the actual author of that book? Or you're just performing very well-behaved character in an entire script? Now, the moment I just came across the theme, unwritten chapter, I just thought, what should I prepare this for? You know, a lot of emotions, a lot of failures, a lot of struggles go unwritten, just like that. How many of you here, I just want to know, how many of you here have ever felt so lost, like you have lost control in your life? Can I just quickly see your hands go up? Any given point of your time? Yeah, I think almost all, right? Well, good enough. Yeah, I grew up in a system where, you know, our future was already decided before we even understood ourselves. You know where I'm coming from. Engineer or a doctor, right? That goes on. Even after decades, that stays the same. But I was so good at studies. Academically, I was brilliant. I topped in my 10th in board exams. 12th, I topped my college. Everything was going so right. My parents were proud and happy. Before I even knew, I was in an engineering college in Mysore. And in my third year, just in the last bench of an engineering classroom, I'm sure you all can relate there, just a thought passed by. What if I'm doing everything right, but still, if I end up in the wrong life? What if I'm good at the things I'm doing, but that is not exactly what I want to be doing? That moment took a real hit on me. That is a moment where I made one of the boldest, that I believe, one of the stupid that my parents think, decisions of my life. I quit engineering. In my third year, I chose to quit engineering, just like that. Now, all my relatives, you know, relatives are waiting. That is their moment of their life. You know, they were all waiting for this beautiful moment. Even, let's say, most of the people around me. Suddenly, an academic topper in school, college, the guy who was known for just the topper of the class, ends up as a failure, drops engineering. Oh, very good tag of loser. The first day in my diary, the first time, I broke my ego. I wrote, I am a loser. It was not easy. Trust me, it was not easy. The feeling was very hard. Then, the real question was, okay, now here I knew what I was not supposed to be doing. Now it is the question of what I'm supposed to be doing. That's the actual question that I should be leading ahead, right? So, well, I was always interested in kind of writing, you know, writing some quotes in the last bench on the benches. That used to happen in my school days a lot. That is where I thought, okay, probably though educationally to, because see, I'll just put a note here. My parents, they both are technically lecturers. My dad is a principal. Okay, so you know the pressure. Academically, it's not like I can't say that I'll drop engineering and I'll become Bill Gates. No. But yes, that's where my dad suggested me, why don't you choose something that you want now? Well, I went into mass media and communication. And slowly I started reforming something changed within me. I started, okay, one fine day I just woke up, had a best friend from my school days. I just called him, hey bro, I want to write a book. You know what he said? Ning nidde agilla ansute malgedelu. Sari agtiya? Yen agilla sari agtiya? I said, okay. I called one more friend. The moment I called her, I said, I want to write a book. She said, congrats, author. You're going to do it. first time I heard the word author. That's the first time ever in my life. Now, in my introduction that I'm hearing now, this is probably 1,000 times. But that day, when one of my friends said, congrats, author, something happened within me. And you know, engineering days, I don't have to say much. You all know how the hostel life goes on, how it all settles down. So I have already dropped now, so my only goal right ahead was to write a book. But resources, I really did not have fair amount of resources, not really a laptop. I'm talking about 2015 say. I just had a phone, Moto G2 anta ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಫೋನ್. ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಫೋನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎ ಅಂತ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಸ್ ಅಂತ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಅಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಫೋನ್ ಇತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಟು ಲುಕ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಟು. It's not like I can call Chetan Bhagat and ask, hey bro, how can I write a book? No, I did not have his contact, obviously. I did not have a friend or a senior whom I can just ask, how should I write a book? Then, there was just one clear intent, why I should write a book. Because I wanted that to be a part of myself. My identity was to express myself. In the smartphone, which was broken, WhatsApp alli nanig nane message, daily typing. 55,000 words, 250 pages novel. Okay, I completed. The moment I was designing my cover page, very confidently, the first thing I wrote was the national bestseller anta. Nan friend pakka nodtidane. Okay. I think he has lost it all. But yeah, I was like, no, that should be someday. Visualization, we say, yes. I did not know that word, frankly, back then, but somehow I did. And one publisher from Jaipur, I sent it to multiple publications. One publication picked it up. They liked the draft. Now I'm thinking, am I sane or these people are insane? That they're saying that they like my work. I'm like, okay, great. Nobody has ever read my work till then. Well, they chose to publish it. And they asked me for a grand launch in Ahmedabad. Now, I'll tell you a situation where I'm packing my bags to go to Ahmedabad. My dad asked my mom, "Elli hogtidana? Book launch Ahmedabad." My dad is looking at both of us. Both gone mad now. What are you talking about? Like literally book ante, launch ante, Ahmedabad, seriously. Well, I went on, it was a great time. And I still remember the first reader review I was waiting for. Not my friend, not the person I knew, no. His name was Prasad from Mumbai. He had taken it from some Instagram quote page. He had purchased, he had received the copy, he started reading. He had texted me in between, sir, there is a blank page on 180th page. Is it to be that or have I missed it? Now my nervousness is like, 180 pages, he has read it. Oh my God, okay. Now, I'm literally shivering. Okay, I said no. It's a misprint, so it continues the same way. I'm waiting. Midnight at 3 a.m., I receive a very long text on Instagram. This long text, okay. I was scared to even open it. I'm like, how much this guy might have scolded me for, you know, like wasting his 250 rupees. Very beautifully had reviewed that book. First review. There were tears in my eyes. Very beautiful moment. Till the date, I keep my book next to me before I sleep. After 1 year, in the TV, in TV9 Kannada, they took a whole lot of interview, comparing me with Chetan Bhagat, ironically. Now my dad is sitting in front of TV. He's like calling all his relatives. Hey, TV nal bartidana maga. Nodi, book bartidane. Now I'm staring at him. Ah, nice. Good. See, can't really say that. See, everything until it's done, it feels impossible. Same was for me. And added on, had a very, I think this is something we all should together relate to. College life alla admele ಒಂದು terrible breakup. Okay na? ಒಂದು terrible breakup phase. Now, ಜಿಮ್ಮಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಾಯ್ತು, ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾಯ್ತು. I did not know what really, you know, gets me to move on. ಎಲ್ಲ videos ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. But one of the most beautiful decision I took back then was, about 3-4 years ago. I just packed my bags. I was working for a remote company. I started traveling. No bike, no car, nothing. Train sigutta, train hattu, lorry sigutta, lorry hattu, bus sigutta, bus hattu. I started from Gokarna, Goa, Pune, Mumbai, Udaipur, Jaipur, Delhi, Haridwar, Rishikesh, Varanasi. 3 months. ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರು ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗಲೂ ನಾನು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಇನ್ ರಿಷಿಕೇಶ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ವಾರಣಾಸಿ ಅಂತ. ಮೈ ಮಾಮ್ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಮೀ ಟು ಡೂ ದಿಸ್. ವೈ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಜರ್ನಿ thousands of people I met with all their unwritten chapters. There was a chai wala who wanted to be a singer. There was a corporate guy who write poems at 2 a.m. There was a married woman who stayed in toxic marriage for more than probably 3-4 years, even though she knew she had to quit. All these people, all these stories, technically we're all just stories, right? For the other person, for you, I'm just a story. For me, it's a bunch of stories here. That's the beauty of it. And the moment I came back after 3 to 4 months traveling across 20 plus states, I had a beautiful feeling within me. And we 3 of our best friends meet. I have 2 best friends, so 3 of us, our best friends meet. A lot of conversations are going on. One guy says, hey, I've taken new Royal Enfield bike, bro. So it costed around 1.6, 1.7 lakhs. I'm so proud. It was his dream bike. So he was boasting about it. Now one more guy added on. I've taken 17 Pro, the phone. That is also around 1.67 with all insurance and all. So he's like, this is my achievement, see, latest iPhone. Now I said, I've traveled 20 plus states. So that I've also spent around 1.78 lakhs. That is my investment. See, just think about it. Same money. The amount is same. How we invest was different. But I always tease them till the date. You know, ಒಬ್ಬ ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಬೈಕ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ತರಕಾರಿ ತರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಐಫೋನ್ 17 ಪ್ರೋ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮಿರರ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಸೆಲ್ಫಿ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತ? ಸಿ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅವ್ರದ್ದೇ ಆದ ಒಂದು ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಐ ಲರ್ನ್ಡ್ throughout this path is, one is the illusion of delay. We always think there is time. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಮುಗಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಲಡಾಖಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ನೋ, there is nothing like later. Your time is now and it should happen now. And second thing, the borrowed life problem. Usually we take the script from our parents, from society, from fear, and we live it. But what if you ask yourself a question? What would I be if nobody here judged me? That question is, the answer that you find for that question is not dangerous, it is honest. And third thing, the permission myth. Please don't wait for somebody to come to you and say, you can't do this, you're allowed to do this. No, it's your story and it has to be from within you. So basically now, to summarize it all up, I always dreamt to be a TEDx speaker since the first event I attended 12 years ago. And now, in last 30 days, this is my second event. After hundreds of stage talks, finally I come here. And you know what I realized? This is a quote that I want to leave you all with. If you are really willing and wishing for something, you want it so badly, it is not letting you sleep. It is bothering you so much that you have to do it. That means your future self already has it. You just have to go get it. So now, with all to say, with a lot of unwritten chapters within us, unheard stories, unsaid pain, your story is just beginning. You are becoming the best version of you, and that journey, that bravery, you need not to be really, super talented to dream big. You have to be crazy enough. You don't have to be perfect to start. You have to be just bold enough. And that's where, my friend, your story will lead you from that place to here someday. And trust me, more than anybody in this world, you yourself will be most proud about yourself. And that will be the unwritten chapter of your life. Thank you.